WASSCE 2023, May-June, Elective Chemistry, question number 2D. Iron was added to dilute tetraoxosulfate 6 acid. The mixture was warmed gently and a gas was given off. The iron dissolved and a pale green solution was formed when more iron was added. The reaction was eventually stopped and some iron was left. Write the formula of two ions present in dilute tetraoxosulfate 6 acid. State why the mixture had to be warmed gently. What would be observed to indicate that a gas was being given off? Solution. The first part of the question, says write the formula of two ions present in dilute tetraoxosulfate 6 acid. This is the tetraoxosulfate 6 acid, H2SO4. And the ions present here are hydrogen ion and then SO4 2-. Okay, so when you balance, it will be this and that. So the ions present are hydrogen ion and SO4 2-. So let's go to the answer. The answer is H+, that is hydrogen ions, and SO4 2-, which is tetraoxosulfate 6 ions. Now, question number 2, that is State why the mixture had to be warmed gently. Okay, now, before reaction occurs, let's say substance A reacting with substance B producing substance C. Now, before A reacts with B to produce C, there must be a minimum energy that has to be overcome before the reaction will take place to produce C. And that minimum energy is referred to as activation energy. So if a reacting mixture is warmed, it means that more heat or more energy is being given so that the activation energy is overcome. So we say that to increase the rate of the reaction by providing the activation energy. The third one, what would be observed to indicate that a gas was being given off? Now, whenever you are performing an experiment and you see bubbles coming out of the mixture, it tells you that gas is being released. So continuous bubbling is what we call what? Effervescence. So the third one, effervescence or continuous bubbling in the mixture. Ivan, name the gas. Okay, when iron or a metal reacts with acids, they liberate hydrogen gas. So in this case, iron reacting with dilute tetraoxosulfate 6 will give us FeSO4 plus hydrogen gas evolving. So we say that Ivan, hydrogen gas, that is the gas evolved or released. Vin, explain why the reaction stopped. Okay, now we have dilute tetraoxosulfate 6 acid, and then iron was placed into it. They keep on placing iron into it, and it got to a point the reaction stopped. This was because the dilute tetraoxosulfate 6 acid was used up. That was the limiting reactant. It was used up. It got finished. So that was how come the reaction stopped. So Vin, the dilute tetraoxosulfate 6 acid was completely used up. Into bracket, it was the limiting reactant. Now, VI, what is the name of the salt that gives the solution its green color? Okay, now, iron exhibits more than one oxidation state. It has +2 oxidation state, and at times it uses +3 oxidation state. Now, iron 3 compounds, or when iron 3 compound reacts with an acid, the color given is brown or yellow or amber. When iron 2 compound reacts with an acid, the coloration or the color is light green. So in this case, light green color resulted. So it tells you that the iron 2 compound was formed. So the salt that was formed was iron 2 sulf tetraoxosulfate 6. So VI, iron 2 tetraoxosulfate 6, also known as ferrous sulfate because of the pale green color. VII states a method that could be used to separate the excess iron from the green solution. In this case, you still have iron present in the green solution. So how do you separate insoluble solid from a solution? We use filtration. So the answer is DVII. Filtration to separate the undissolved solid iron from the liquid solution. Subscribe, like, share, and discuss with your friends. Thank you.